So every now and then I get athletes that ask me, Steve, should I have my own website? You know, I have a Facebook page, I have a full-blown Instagram account, I have 50,000 followers, I have a Twitter account. You know, is a website something I should look into? My short answer is yes. And here's my top 3 reasons why. Number 1, you completely control the user experience on your own website, right? You control the imagery, you control the text, you control the content, you control the flow of information. You can control what that person sees and feels when they visit your website. You can control your narrative, your story. Whereas, you know, having big social accounts is great and certainly helpful. But in some of the platforms, say like an Instagram or Twitter or even a Facebook, you're kind of at the mercy of that platform's algorithm. You're competing, say in Instagram, you're competing against the post that's above yours and the post that's below yours. And you may not be favored in someone else's feed. You may not even show up in someone else's feed, even if they do follow you. So when a visitor goes to your website that you control, you can completely control their experience with your brand. The second thing I would recommend for getting a new website is you also own the analytics to your site. You can get some basic analytics from the social site platforms themselves, from Facebook Insights and Instagram and others, but you can get some really rich data from products that you would install on your own website, like a Google Analytics or a Google Search Console. You get visitor information, visitor data, you get behavioral data, what pages they're going to, like in what order, what page they're coming to from the internet onto your page, you know, what's the behavior when they leave your page. So you get really insightful data, which is all yours. And that's really important for the conversations that you have with your sponsors. They want to know some of that insight data that you would have for your website, because you may know you have 25,000 visitors a month to your website, right? And you know, only a year earlier you had 2,000, and now you have 25. And what's next year going to look like? So that's bargaining power. That's talking power for you as an athlete when you approach sponsors. The third thing I would recommend for having your own website is because it is a great place. Again, going kind of back to number 1, you can control the experience. That's a place where you can represent each and every one of your sponsors in a very unique, customized, and individual way. I see a lot of athlete pages that, you know, they have a tab that says, you know, sponsors or partners, and you click on there and it shows all the logos of all the brands that support them or their team, and you can click on it. But there's a lot more you can do for your sponsors. You can create videos, you can create blog posts, you can create customized content around your sponsors, specifically for certain products or services that they offer, and house it directly on your website. And that's probably something, to be honest, something you would probably want to work hand in hand with your sponsors for, because, you know, they're going to want to know that you're doing that. But if you take the initiative and bring that conversation to them, I would imagine they'd be more than willing to let you do that. So again, it's a good place to represent your sponsors in a very unique and special way. So again, 3 reasons why you should have your own website as a professional athlete: user experience, website analytics, and sponsor representation.